it just screams, I want to be you and I want to have your life. So I'm just gonna, if I can't have it, you can't have it. Always gonna be awkward. It's always gonna be like, oh, for goodness sake, why do I have to say this? Hey guys,
welcome back to another episode. This is Sisters and Chats with me, Jade.
And me, Paige.
Okay, I want to get into whole Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
Right. And it perfectly ties in with today's situation because friends who self-sabotage your relationship.
Okay, girlies, for those who haven't watched Wuthering Heights, spoiler alert, maybe you want to skip until you hear scenario time. But yeah. Okay.
Nelly.
How could she? How could she? I was sitting there thinking, she's burning the letters. How can she know that he was listening to her thoughts and she was trying to express her feelings and if she should like marry or not because her heart's with Heathcliff?
Yeah.
I was like, how could she? How could she? How could she? She was not a girl's girl.
She was not a girl's girl. And at first, like, I'm not going to lie, I did feel sorry for her. You know, she was... When I feel bad for her because when she was reading her book and she was watching... What's it? I can never say the guy's name.
Heathcliff. Yeah.
They're playing and Kathy's playing and she's inside and you know the scene when she's like reading her book and then the other, I'm assuming like maid was like, oh, you know, you can't make friends with her, you can't be friends with her, like that's how it is.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're a lord, if your dad is a lord, you know, he paid enough like to hide you.
Yeah.
That must hurt.
Okay, yeah, no, of course that
technically
would.
she is back then she's in the type of hierarchy. She's up there.
Mm.
Obviously her dad just be sinning out of marriage, clearly out of wedlock, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And had a child and just dashed her somewhere to go and basically be a maid. So she is somewhat higher than the others, but so it's kind of sad that she thought she had a relationship and then she kind of got taken. So I kind of get it. She was just upset.
So you think that's inappropriate because someone has gone through their upbringing wasn't the greatest? You think that's a justifiable reason for why they should sabotage someone else's potential relationship?
No, yeah. I'm not vouching like, damn you, Nelly. But obviously I can see why she's upset.
No, of course, I get it.
With Kathy and they had a really good relationship.
And then Heathcliff came along and kind of...
destroy it. So she may have thought, when I think about it now, because I'm just thinking out loud, you know, when she was kind of saying, oh, but you know, being with Heathcliff will down me, whatever, but I'm pretty sure the other guy, her husband, was called Linton. If she married Linton, then
I don't think we should say Linton if his name isn't Linton.
I'm gonna search it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just search up and figure out his name.
But what I'm trying to say is she was thinking, oh, this is a chance that I could have Kathy back to myself.
Yeah, but then that is just, like you said, it links back to today's topic of sabotaging, because what do you mean? Why are you doing that? Why do you think it's appropriate knowing that? Because in my head, yeah, like, we get it, she wanted her to... I have to say, this whole theme within this movie just portrays toxic love. Because if you love someone, you want them to be happy, regardless if that means that you may be hurt in the process. Like, if you truly want what's best for that person. So the fact that you can... Wait, sorry, Jade, I'm going to pause what I'm saying. His name's Edgar.
I know, it just came up.
Edgar. It just came in my head.
Linton?
I have no clue why you keep saying Linton. I was thinking, I heard this man name called Linton in a minute.
Edgar, but I was like, his name was not Edgar, was it?
No,
and it is.
Edgar. Yeah, Edgar.
So who the hell's Linton?
God knows who Linton is.
No, I'm pretty sure she mentions, oh yeah, like the Linton family. Like,
no, I don't know.
I need to rewatch it. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of association with Linton.
I think you
Anyways,
do.
carry on. Yeah, Edgar. Sorry, Edgar.
I forgot what I was even saying because my brain was, whilst I was talking, I was really trying to think, what is this guy's name?
About Nelly.
Yeah, if she really loved her and she really wanted the best for her, she would have just been like, follow your heart. You wouldn't think, oh yeah, like this is my chance to get her back, let her marry Edgar.
But you're not thinking, I don't think you think this out loud in your head though. I don't think like, oh yeah, let me be evil, manipulative, let me act like this. I think you just act.
What, are you trying to say she acts off impulse?
Impulse, yeah. She didn't think, oh, you know, I should let her be in love of her life and whatever's meant to be for her will be for her and I'll help and support her because that's what she wants. Or I can get what I want and I could just basically make sure he is put off by her. I don't think that majority of the time, people don't have that thought track. They just act and do like that.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, but I just... because I'll mention this to you. I don't think I could be that person. Seeing that whole situation play out, knowing that the person you love is eavesdropping into the conversation, regardless of if you said something horrible to me or not.
Yeah.
I love you enough to not sabotage your own like love life.
I know.
I would, as much as you've annoyed me and you've hurt my feelings, I'd put that aside and be like, Jade,
yeah, that's true.
Stop.
That
Someone's
is...
listening. And then I'd give you, I don't know.
She stared at him, Heathcliff, through that window. Contact.
Yep.
And then he walked around, and then she saw the doorsteps, and then she saw him leave when she's like, oh, but I love him. And Nelly was like, oh, whatever. And she walked off. I was thinking, Nelly's had enough.
Nelly. Boy, oh boy. She was like, I'm here for myself and myself only.
Well, overall, I guess it was quite it is very much toxic traits within that whole film. Everyone displayed toxic traits.
Yeah, of course, they all did.
I don't know if Edward did though.
No, bless him. He was the sweetest soul in that movie. Yeah, he really loved her.
Toxic.
Although I did find some of he obviously was really like besotted with her. You can evidently see that. I find it really weird. Obviously, I get it. Some people call it love, but remember when he designed her room and he got her down to the freckle on her cheek. Her veins in the and I was like, this is a bit too much for me personally. Like, if someone, I get it, you love me, but chill out. I don't want that much attention to detail.
Like, he was obsessed. Like, we want a guy to be obsessed, but you don't want to be him to be obsessed because that's like treading. Psychopath.
What's going on here? But even though he didn't even end up being a psychopath when you think about it.
His sister was a bit tapped, but. If anything, she probably was one like, let's do it to her veins. I know how many veins are in the left cheek or whatever.
Well, yeah, evidently. She was weird from the second she asked us to cut some of her hair for her doll. Remember, she had like her... She did... Oh.
She didn't ask.
Oh, yeah, she didn't.
She was like, I've been collecting it for whatever.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh, that must have taken you a while. Wow, yeah, no, maybe
she was weird.
So for all we know, it could have been the sister's idea to do the wallpaper, whatever it was.
It probably was. And he was probably like, "How do I express it?" Yeah. Oh, do it just like her skin. Her skin is so beautiful. It was a great movie. I've never ever heard of Wuthering Heights until it came in cinemas. I never knew it was something that we may have studied back in school because we were more like Romeo and Juliet, and you said Macbeth.
Macbeth, yeah.
So. It was really good.
I would have liked to study something like that in school. That or Romeo and Juliet.
I want to do Heathering Heights.
Wuthering Heights.
I don't know where I was going. I keep saying Heathering. This whole time when I reference, I'm like Heathering Heights.
No, Wuthering
Heights. I would wanted to do that. Like, yeah, like Romeo and Juliet, it's two families like thingy arguing, but I don't know. I just feel like there's so much more depth to Wuthering Heights. There's so much going on. I know that technically Romeo and Juliet's two families are at war,
I was gonna say, I think it's the timing that has come up, because if we didn't know about Romeo and Juliet and that came out, I think you'd feel the exact same way how you do about Wuthering Heights right now.
It's because it's new. New on the scene in my head. But it was a really good movie. I guess Nelly is to blame. She drove them to apart. She also is the reason why Kathy lost her baby. And is the reason why Kathy died.
She's not the reason why she lost her baby. Kathy lost her baby because she was so in love with Heathcliff, and she loved him so she loved him so much. That's why she just let herself go.
Yeah, but in her head,
Nelly told when she came into the room, and she's like, you got to keep something about your strength or something along those lines. And then Kathy's like, yeah, the baby died. Yeah, and Nelly is meant to be her woman. Yeah, so she's meant to be like, right, let's get the nurses and check her. But on top of that, the reason why I'm saying it's Nelly's fault is because in my head, from my understanding, Kathy was like, oh, he's moved on. He's now married the sister. They're living this like life, because she was burning on the letters. Yeah, and then it got to the point where Heathcliff was like, forget this, forget all the messed up storylines. Like, I love you still. I love you. He kept ending them thinking like he loves her. She was reading it and throwing it. So I didn't know she read them. I thought she just threw them. Like, as soon as anything came in with her name, and I thought she just threw it. But either way, Nelly should be checking it. Like, you're her wing woman. You're her right hand go-to. You're meant to have her back. You're not. So that's why I say I feel like she's the reason to blame, because Kathy just stayed in that bed. She cried so much when she found out they were getting married. She was heartbroken over that. And then she stayed in her room because she thought, that's it. He's gone. He's found someone else. He's moved on without me. And Nelly allowed that to happen. Because then she wouldn't have been bedbound.
And she would have been upset, yeah, but she would have realised that he's only doing it petty, like it's not real. And she'd probably be like, stop this foolishness, let's let me and you be together. But Nelly was burning the letters.
Nelly, man, why you got to do that
So
for?
I'm so sorry, but obviously everyone plays their role to part to blame. Like Kathy should have been like more head screwed on. You're pregnant, you're a mother, your main priority is your child, kind of thing. But she was too strung up on Heathcliff, you know, her love of her life. So everyone's placed blame, but I'm blaming Nelly basically. Who are you blaming to take away from that?
I actually don't know. I honestly don't know. I feel like they all equally have a part to play. This is literally a prime example of all miscommunication and having your pride so high. That's literally what it's all down to.
It's true.
Which is just insane. It's like, wow. Damn. That was a good
movie.
That was a good movie. It really was. I was not bored 1 second of watching that. I was just drawn in. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what's happening?
Yeah. But just a side note, you know the dad? I never mentioned this to you.
Yeah.
You know the dad, like, obviously when she went to go and visit him, and he looked like, I'm pretty sure there's like a little Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin. Okay.
The dad looked like that.
Is that what you...
Did he not?
I don't know. He
Do you
gave
not
me
remember,
like...
what Rumpelstiltskin would look like?
Yeah.
That kind of littering look.
No, he reminded me of like, you know, Little Mermaid, Ariel, at the bottom of the sea. And they're like shriveled little... That's what
I know what you're talking about, but no. I'll show you what Rumpelstiltskin looks after. He literally looks like him. Like the kind of lizardy, yellowy eyes. And then like the grimy teeth.
It was the buck that I wrote down to for me. I was thinking, whoa, what happened to you, sir?
I know.
He went through it, clearly.
He went through it. But anyways, let's bring it back to this day and age. Have your friends ever sabotaged you?
I'm really trying to think. I don't think so.
No.
No, not to my knowledge. I mean, if you have, you got away with it. Well done.
You're not successful.
But no, I know you. But you know what? I always feel like friends that sabotage their other friends' relationship, it just screams, I want to be you and I want to have your life. So I'm just gonna, if I can't have it, you can't have it. That's literally what I think. And you're just jealous. And that is why you act the way you do. That's a severe character flaw, mate.
Literally, to be honest with you, that probably is summarised it correctly. But yeah, I've definitely been sabotaged by friends. I don't know why they wanted my ex so bad. He was not a great guy, but I guess I was with him, so we were all just... There was something going on with our brains. But someone completely sabotaged. Yeah.
It's crazy because I just feel like it's just going back to like school days. 9 times out of 10, you always got them girls that just dislike you for whatever reason, and then anything associated with you, they're like, oh, like, yeah, just because she has it, like, I want it. Like some girls unfortunately are like that.
Yeah,
not all girls, but some
not all girls,
are.
no, because we're not like that. But I definitely feel like it's a secondary school thing. I don't know, has it happened in secondary school? I mean, uni or college?
I think it can happen at any stage.
It can happen at any stage.
School, I feel like, we kind of learn about schoolgirl behaviour or whatever, all this drama in high school, but when you actually realise it, it's like it actually happens throughout life.
It does. But you know why I don't really realise it anymore? Because I just can't be asked with girls.
Yeah, no, I don't associate myself with that stuff.
Be trusted.
Definitely
And
not.
I just feel like loads of girls would be putting guys before you. And they're not looking for your best interest. So for me, I rather have male friends and keep my existing female friend relationships as it is and how they are, because as far as I'm aware, they're okay.
Yeah. Like I said.
Let us know, guys, if you've ever been sabotaged by your friend. How did that even go down?
Yeah, how did that go down?
Did you rekindle your friendship?
Oh, yeah,
that'll
be interesting.
Did you cut them off and was like, yeah, forget both of you?
Fair enough. Yeah, because it's a hard one. It is
a hard one to navigate.
Okay, scenario time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm afraid to break up. Lately, I've been feeling like my relationship might not be right for me anymore. Nothing is seriously wrong. we get along and she's a good person, but sometimes it just feels off. I'm scared to end things and feel like I would regret it later, but I also don't want to stay just because it's comfortable. How do you know if it's the right time to leave a relationship?
There's never a right time to leave a relationship, because you're
Nope.
probably questioning that in terms of, you know, things are off, you know, you're not happy, but you just don't want to upset the other person because you obviously still love and care for them. So leaving someone is never going to be easy, and there's never a right time. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
And the longer you put it off is not only bad for you but also bad for them, because you're technically, in hindsight, both wasting your time because it's not there anymore. And you're just kind of dragging it on and leading each other on when you know it's not what you want anymore.
Yeah.
So it just has to be that hardcore sit down. Yeah, this ain't working for me anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to do that, because there's nothing, like you said, you get along and everything, but if you feel like something's missing and it's been a period of time and nothing's changed, then yeah, as uncomfortable as it is, you're just gonna have to call it quits. And you never know, like, time apart, you may grow to realize, oh, you know, like, maybe she was the right person for me, and you may rekindle down the line. But as of right now, I think you owe it to yourself and your partner to just be respectful and say, look, I'm not in the right headspace right now. I'm just gonna focus on myself, because yeah, I'm just not in the right frame of mind. So yeah, it's uncomfortable, but having those conversations are never going to be great, are they? It's always going to be awkward. It's always going to be like, oh, for goodness sake, why do I have to say this?
Yeah, but something that you don't want to do, something you're going to put off just because it's easier. It's just avoiding that confrontation, especially when you know you've been with someone. But you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly, you do. So yeah, well guys, thanks for tuning in for today's episode. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel.
And for our audio listeners, can you please give us a follow and leave us a review? Until next time.
Bye guys.